Oh my god! Robyn is possibly turned into a Lego creature depending if this forced perspective works or not. Hello everyone. Just so you know, there is a Hagan Patreon now. There will be a full-on video about this, probably featuring death and stuff, but we have not managed to film it yet because I've been sick. So, please, if you want to check out the Hagan Patreon, see what rewards are available, stuff like that, just go here, take a look. You never know. I might end up reviewing a movie you've always wanted me to review. Hello everyone, this is sort of a trailer before the actual review because I have something to sell. You see, I bought these to sell at BroCon and I knew I'd have some left over, so there's about 5 or 6 left over. So if you want one, you know, the size of your head, message me on the Hagan Facebook group. Costs about $35 plus postage and packaging. And it looks like it's covered in cellophane, so it looks like a horror creature or something. So, message me and
you could be the proud owner of a little Hagan.
Mm-hmm. It's first come, first served. Car boobs! Check it out! The return of the man, the woman, the in-between, the other, the androgynous one, the legend, Robyn!
I am a legend. Climb way up high, you can ride on me, but watch your head, or you'll hit a tree.
Aha! So, we just saw, we're going to get the full title, Rise of the Dawn, of the Beneath,
of the Fall of the Twilight.
I'm doing all the Planet of the Apes. Rise of the Dawn, of the Beneath, of the Escape, of the Conquest, of the Battle of the Planet of the Apes. I fucking know my Planet of the Apes.
There were apes in this movie?
Mm-hmm. Okay, first up. Good. The reviews are earned. It's not bad. It's definitely good. It's one of the better Planet of the Apes films. It's definitely the best one I've seen since Conquest. But I'm just mystified by how anyone was all like, looked at Battle of the Planet of the Apes and said, yeah, I want to remake this. Because Battle of the Planet of the Apes was fucking terrible. I know there's a couple of, hardcore fans of Battle out there, but, Battle and Beneath. Keep away from Planet of the Apes movies that have B in the title. They're not good.
Planet of the Babes.
Planet of the Baps.
Planet of the Babs, like. Sounds like a non-Irish porno.
It does. So, what do you think? You came at this with being all like, I don't care about Planet of the Apes, while I'm all like, hardcore fan.
I still don't care about Planet of the Apes. It was a good movie, though.
You just want to see, CGI Andy Serkis.
I do like Andy Serkis.
Okay,
So, not Megatron Ape is like, peace, peace. And like, not Starscream Ape is like, I won't betray you, Megatron. And Megatron's like, yes. And then Starscream betrays him. And Megatron's like, I forgive you, Starscream, you're still my second in command. And then he's like, haha, betray you, kill all humans. Megatron's like, no, bad! And then Starscream tries to kill Megatron.
Ironically, Starscream Ape is called Koba, so Starscream Ape became the Koba Commander. 3 people in there who give a shit about Chris Lattis' career are laughing.
And then, like, the humans are like, kill all apes, and the apes are all like, kill all humans, and then Caesar's like, no, and they're like, oh shit, we were wrong.
And then the humans are like, wait a sec, humans are apes, we gotta kill each other then. Oh no!
That makes such a change to our regular behavior.
Okay, much as I love the Planet of the Apes films, the title makes no fucking sense, because we are apes! This is a bit like, if sentient dinosaurs, sentient T-Rexes made a film about the horrifying dystopian thing where herbivores took over the planet, and there was no, Tyrannosaurus Rexes, and then the T-Rexes were called a Planet of the Dinosaurs.
Or Planet of the Reptiles. I love saying that.
I don't know, are they
I don't know, the categories changed. Some of them were, some of them weren't.
They're definitely lizards. I don't know if they were. It doesn't really matter. But yeah,
Planet
humans, we are apes. I really wanted somebody to point out at some point. It's like, there's been a bit where Caesar, played by Andy Serkis and not Roddy McDowall, is going all like, I thought humans and apes were different, but now I see they're the same. And I just leaned over and said, almost as though we are apes.
There are some nitpicks we're going to make, but standard disclaimer here: it's a good film. Go and see it. No matter what we say here, apart from that, it's a good fucking watch. It was really enjoyable.
And it was nice of them to like give us subtitles and lots of stuff being done with like sign language, because the apes aren't. It's
Developing
weird.
speech.
Yeah, the more the film happens, the more they're able to speak for some reason.
A bit like the last one.
Yeah. Well, this one, okay, I much prefer the makeup than the CGI. Whenever it came to the slightly more human-looking apes, or like Caesar and his son and stuff like that, definitely Uncanny Valley moments where the CGI was noticeable. The less human the apes were, like the orangutan or gorillas or whatever, they looked much better. So, I don't know, keep away from chimpanzees, I suppose.
Yeah, chimpanzees are very close to humans.
And I gotta say, it's a bit on. I don't know much about a lot of types of apes' social hierarchy, but the idea they have all the woman apes are sort of kept to the they're kept in the center, and they're not allowed to fight, and they're just basically being turned into baby machines, which could be human sexism sort of being portrayed onto them, or it might be accurate. But
I'm not an expert, but as far as I'm aware, apes don't really discriminate by gender.
And I know definitely the bonobos are female, are matriarchal. They're matriarchal. So what I kind of wanted was like some sort of a subplot about bonobo prostitutes, because in the ape society, would that not make sense?
No, while I say that apes aren't really sexist in that way, there's an alpha male kind of thing through most ape cultures, but yeah, it's not like men fight, women stay, make babies.
And bonobo's like, everyone just fuck.
That's just most monkeys. I know apes aren't monkeys, but
I don't know. There's apparently arguments going on in taxonomy, because there's people saying that birds are a subsection of dinosaurs because you can't outgrow your ancestry. So there's some arguments happening. I'm not entirely sure how popular it is that apes are a subsection of monkey and they're not separate things.
fine. Cephalopods.
Yeah, they're not cephalopods. Probably. Yeah. What's a cephalopod again?
I have no idea. It's a big word.
Okay. Wait, aren't they like things with many legs? No. They're like octopus, aren't they?
I think so. Fine. Bi-legged creatures.
What if you get a leg cut off?
Whales count as bi-legged creatures. They have hip bones.
You're saying your wheels have sex with lots of people?
Whales are known for having a lot of sex.
Okay. But the
especially sperm whales. They're fucking called sperm whales.
It is nice. This is one thing that the newer Planet of the Apes films, and I'm including the Tim Burton one in this, yes, I'm going to compliment it on something, they get better than the original films, is that chimpanzees are vicious motherfuckers, and the original ones was all, chimpanzees are smart and nice, and orangutans are even smarter but not so nice, and gorillas are fucking nuts. And it's like, that makes no fucking sense. Gorillas are really gentle. And in this, a gorilla sort of stood there for a round, and then rescued people, and was like basically being like the ape version of a medic. And it's like, yeah, intelligent gorilla in some sort of a war situation, that makes sense.
Yeah, I also like the orangutan being peaceful, because orangutan are known to be incredibly easygoing creatures, unless you go out of your way to fuck them and fucking annoy them.
Yeah, and stereotypically, I think they're thought of as the most intelligent of the apes. I don't know if it is.
I want a baboon. Why were there no baboons?
Or gibbons.
Yeah.
It's like the Planet of the Apes films they're only allowed like 3 types of great ape except for humans. It's like, I want other ones. It's not fair. There was other things. Our positive reviews are always much less long.
Yeah, they're a lot less entertaining. But
there was one shot where the apes were, there was like an explosion, and then it was like, oh no, I was just thinking to myself, there's a bunch of apes right beside this fire, Human beings, one thing that we have an advantage over apes is that it's harder to set us on fire if we're not actually touching the fire.
Yeah.
Well, apes, a little bit easier. But then there was a shot of just an ape sort of wandering past the camera, down in the corner, just sort of on fire. It was as though they just took some animation of an ape walking. They're like, by the way, that's really close to the fire. It should be on fire. And it's like, not even screaming or anything. It's just like, doo-doo-doo. Oh, I'm on fire. How's life, Mrs. Johnson? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Still flinging your feces? Wonderful.
I really like Koba's monkey trick thing.
We're pretending to be stupid.
pretending to be a stage chimpanzee. I think he used to be in the first one or something like that, didn't he?
Well, he was sort of used for medical experiments. I honestly don't think any of the main apes instead of Caesar actually were in the first one, except for maybe the orangutan Maurice.
And Koba. Koba was definitely.
Was he?
Yeah, he was in the same cage as Maurice.
Okay. Interesting. I will have to rewatch. It's been many years.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm often wrong.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you? You can vote on this matter.
That's why whenever I created my android, they started calling me Dr. Often Wrong. Thank you, obscure Star Trek reference.
Near the end, this guy's like, oh no, Caesar's gonna go up there and like totally kick the shit out of Koba again, and Gary Oldman's like, no, I'm gonna blow up this tower, even though they didn't have enough C4 to actually blow up the tower.
No, they just had enough C4 to make a little bit of a slow exploding fire thing. That was definitely AMP4 or something, because it wasn't C4.
Yeah, they didn't do very well. But then the guy who's like the lead human good guy, he's like, he pulls a gun, sticks it in Gary Oldman's face, and then explains why Gary Oldman might want to wait a little while before exploding the tower.
It should have been. It would have went so much differently if he just went in. Oh yes, we've got all the C4. We're going to take them all down in one fell swoop, and he would have been like, "Whoa, guys! I've made contact with one of the apes.
Andy Serkis is up there. He can talk to the apes.
I've made contact with one of the apes. He used to be their leader. The group that you've been fighting is a separatist group, and they've got this. Give them an hour. If it's all sorted, then go ahead, blow up through." Instead, he pulls a gun on him. He's like, I'm crazy.
He's like, yeah! Now, let me explain to you, at the barrel of a gun, why this plan of yours that you think is rational might not be the perfect plan. And then Gary Oldman's like, I disagree. And then he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. It's like, he deliberately set this conversation up to look as insane as possible.
Yeah, from their point of view, from the knowledge the characters have, what's a completely rational decision?
Yeah, in fact, when it comes to characters making completely rational decisions in the context of given the information they have, there's that is the insane thing. The other thing is the human who absolutely hates the apes because they're called simians. The guy's like, simian flu killed my family, therefore I hate apes. I admit perfectly that humans created the virus in the thing, but it's still the apes' fault. That guy's fucking nuts.
It's like starting a war on turkeys because of bird flu.
Yeah, or hating people from Madrid because Spanish flu killed your aunt, killed your family. It's like,
or becoming a really racist person because of the Black Death.
Yeah, even Koba makes fucking sense, even though he did get some kick the dog moments, because we can't have a boo-hiss villain who has, who has depth. So they were like, okay, he actually makes sense given his context, stuff like that. Then suddenly it's like, oh no, we're gonna have him randomly kill one of his friend's children for disobeying him. And then we're gonna have him, like, after an explosion, pick up this piece of metal from one of his friends and pick up a gun, and then put the metal back on his injured friend, because, like, just picking up the piece of metal that was pinning down his friend and then putting it over there and picking up the gun was too much work. It's like, no, now he doesn't care. It's like, you can have a guy who kills his mentor / best friend guy, and, kills a bunch of humans and is a genocidal fuckwit, who's not a completely dishonorable prick as well in his own terms.
Yeah, Koba had a complete reason to be like that. He was tortured and abused by humans. Like,
yeah.
At the start of the film, we don't even need to see what was happening. It was like, we'll let them do their human work, then they leave. And he's like, this human work, big scar there. This human work, big scar there. This human work, blind in one eye. Of course he fucking hates humans. He was tortured.
Yeah, but then they're like, gonna have him be totally, completely evil for no reason at all, as well, on top of that.
Yeah, I don't like those.
It's like the bits in the X-Men movies where Magneto has to be cartoonishly supervillainish just to remind the audience that he's not supposed to be seen as the hero.
He is, though.
In the X-Men, yeah, honestly, he should be. But, in this one.
The ending also was stupidly stupid. Like, if Caesar now, the fact that he has pretty damn good English,
he could play Shakespeare.
He could. He has a vocabulary enough to express himself in any context.
Be, not to be. That's the question. Yorick, who sculled us?
I don't know what that was. But no, the ending, it's like,
no, war already start. Humans never forgive apes. You leave. We have war.
It's like, Caesar,
In 2101, war is beginning.
Caesar, you can speak English. Why don't you send everybody back to the colony? You and the doctor guy, electrician guy, go and represent your case to the military people that come and be like, hey, look, this ape is intelligent. He can speak.
Hello, I'm Caesar.
Oh, shit, he can.
We want peace. We sorry for separatist movement. Now we go stay in our own country for a while. Maybe we have peace talks.
Yeah,
We make treaty.
yeah, it is a bit silly. It's like they want their cake and eat it too. They want to have an ending, which is like, yeah, this is going to lead to the apes ruling the world and being despots, but we can't make Caesar a villain. Okay, Koba in this, it's been a while since I've watched Battle because Battle's shit, but Koba in this is totally Caesar from Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. Deeply furious, hates all fucking humans, wants to kill them. In the original ending to Conquest, he basically wins this battle in this big city, and then he does this big speech about how he's going to fucking subjugate and murder the fuck out of all the humans because they're all shit. And then, of course, test audiences didn't like that because I got the feeling at least some of the people in the test audiences were damn dirty humans. And then they added this little ADR bit where he's like, right after saying that, he's like, maybe not. Maybe we'll make peace with the humans, I suppose. And then Battle of the Planet of the Apes, Caesar is all peaceful and shit. So this movie felt to me, as a classic Planet of the Apes fan, it was like Caesar...
Planet of the Apes connoisseur.
Yes, it was Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, Caesar, versus Battle for the Planet of the Apes, Caesar, which was just odd.
I haven't seen the Planet of the Apes movies since I was like 5.
Marathon in future.
Apart from the Tim Burton one, which I really liked.
Marathon in future.
And then I got really confused because I couldn't remember seeing the older ones, and I was like Planet of the Apes references in popular culture. I kind of get that, but I don't remember that part of the film.
But yeah, the Tim Burton one, terrible script, but all Tim Burton films have terrible scripts. Good makeup, good music, good design.
Yeah, I had the comic series for the Tim Burton one as well at one point. That was the one with the weird spaceships, right?
That depends.
They're really weird spaceships.
Because it was based on a book, which the Planet of the Apes movies, the apes have different levels of technology depending on the continuity. You got the book, you got the film, you got the TV series, you got the film continuity which goes back in time, then you got comic book versions, then you got like the TV version, you got an animated version. They're all different technology levels.
Is the Tim Burton one the one where like
Mark Wahlberg?
I don't know what that is. The apes have like spears and shit and horses, and there's like an ape that's afraid of water, and then they find a crashed spaceship and somebody touches it with a hand and it opens up and stuff.
That sounds like the original one.
Well, I don't know which one I've seen then, but it definitely wasn't the original one because it was like shot in a way that was not that old.
Then you'll have seen the Tim Burton one, but the Tim Burton one sort of took a lot of elements from the original one and had an ending that makes no fucking sense. Although the ending was taken from the book, but in the book it made slightly more sense than in the film version.
Yeah, I like the Planet of the Apes musical from The Simpsons. I'm kind of scared of this
I
fan.
hate every ape I see, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee. That joke only makes sense in American English.
Yeah, Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas.
Oh, Dr. Zayas. I love you, Dr. Zayas!
But yeah, there are apes, there are humans, they're the same thing. The apes are like, ape no kill ape. Oh shit, ape kill ape, this bad.
And then Caesar's like, Koba, you not ape! And lets him die, and it's like, ah! He's just invented some sort of, that's
racism.
That's like ape dehumanization there. You do something I no approve of, you no ape, therefore loophole to kill you. Execution!
Yeah, that is a slippery slope to set a precedent for.
Yeah.
Son, you spilled cereal. You no ape.
Back. Caesar could have just done something along the lines of, and going back to the fact that humans are apes, saying that ape no kill ape, humans are apes. And then Koba's like, oh shit, I killed apes. And kill himself or something, I don't know. It's good. It was better than I expected.
It was better than I expected.
But here's my theory on the continuity for these films. First film that happened, Rise. Although Rise and Dawn at some point really need to swap titles because they don't make any fucking sense in the order they are. But Rise happened, then Dawn happened, and then Planet of the Apes happens, and then Beneath the Planet of the Apes happens, although it's shit. And then at the end, Zira and Cornelius go back in time to the 1970s, where they accidentally kickstart the Ape Revolution early, and therefore leading into conquest, which leads into battle. So that's how the series works around. And then Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes is over here, making no fucking sense in the rest of the continuity, going, guys, why am I over here? I'm lonely.
No, poor Tim Burton.
Yeah.
He really needs to come up with some new ideas and cast. You know you're a steel director whenever your cast never changes. Look at his recent history.
Well, there's many things I could be saying right now.
Although his ending to Mama was good.
Oh, Mama. Phil was so silly. It's like, monster! We're seeing The Purge 2 very shortly.
Oh god, no. It's gonna be stupider.
I'm so looking forward to it. From what I've read, the trailer looked mad, but it looks like it's The Purge, but these people are hanging around with the Punisher. That's what it looks like.
From what it looks like to me, it looks like there's a family out driving. They're like, it's very close to purging time, isn't it? Aye. Oh shit, the car broke down. It's purging time.
Yeah, but then they run into the Punisher or something, and he's played by like Crossbones from Winter Soldier. You know, the Grillo, Frank Grillo. So it's like, okay, if that's what's going to happen, I am looking forward to it.
It's not. It's going to be something stupid, and it's going to have a moral message that it jams down your throat, and the villains are going to be Fae.
It's going to be stupid. Although, do you know, I would love to see. Because, you know, Ethan Hawke was in Purge and he was in Sinister. I want to see a crossover. So, like, the Ghoul is like, it's Purge night. I can legally kill people, you know, and steal their children. Then he's like, then someone's like, oh, Bagul, you didn't care about the law before because you're a ghost monster god thingy creature. And he's like, oh, yeah.
That would make a good buddy cop comedy. I know. Bagul and the Punisher.
The guilty shall be punished.
I'm hungry.
Have this one.
Yes. Yes, you can have the parents and shoot them for being criminals. I eat the children. Good plan. And then Punisher's like, Bagul, do we need to leave videotapes and just freak them into moving house before you can actually finally kill them? This, you know, I could be out shooting people. It's like, Punisher, we need you to do it this way, otherwise it's not special and you'll ruin everything.
Bagul, here's an SD card. Deal with it.
No. Okay.
I am Judge Judy, the executioner.
We'll see you soon.
Goodbye.